Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Now that we have breakfast, we have a short program for you. My name is Ralph Walker. I am a junior. My major is Human Development and Family Studies. In this morning program, we'll start with the meditation by Miss Jasmine Allen, and the program will proceed as printed.
Many of us live from day to day without a real sense of purpose. We know we want more out of life, but we can't seem to put our finger on exactly what it is. Actually, what we may be longing for is a personal mission. With the vision of your mission, you move more graciously through your goals. So I want to ask you, what is your mission? Is it teaching, healing, painting, or driving? Perhaps it is building snowmen, counting pea pods, or keeping others on their mission. Respect your life enough to pursue a meaningful mission. Respect yourself enough to give yourself something to do. And I want everyone to repeat after me. I am mission-minded.
I am mission-minded.
And focused on a goal.
And focused on a goal.
And remember to say powered up. Thank you.
Powered up.
I cannot think of a more perfect way to celebrate the end of this year's YMTF by feasting over a scrumptious breakfast. Now, I know you can't help but agree, but I'd like to tell you why. Since day one, YMTF has fed our minds with valuable knowledge, our resumes with experience, and our souls by motivating us to be the artists who, instead of letting the world paint our dreams, takes the brush into our own hands. We enjoyed an appetizer at the opening banquet as Miss Brittany Brown inspired us to let the dreams of the past be the reality of the future. Our eggs were served as we networked with consultants and visited local high schools. We had a side of toast with the sister-to-sister and the brother-to-brother workshops. And later today, we'll have our main course of pancakes, as Dr. Stephen A. Smith will bring us a powerful message. However, right now, we are taking in our orange juice. This gives us the opportunity to wash down and absorb the valuable knowledge we have been fed and excel in the classroom and supersede in the boardroom. I sincerely hope that this closing breakfast will inspire you to continue feeding yourself and extend your nourishment to others. So sit back, relax, and most of all, eat up. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Shantis, and I'll be giving you guys the reflections and the expression.
Turn your mic up. Turn it up. Yeah.
Y'all can hear me.
Speak a little louder.
Hello?
Okay. Is it on?
Yes, ma'am. Can y'all hear me?
Now.
Okay. Okay. My name is Shantis Jackson. I'll be giving you guys the reflections and the expressions of YMTF. My reflection on YMTF, I have nothing written down, but I'm coming from the heart. My reflection of YMTF is basically, you are consultants. You guys are amazing to me. You guys bring great light into my life because you all explain the difference of becoming a career person or going on a job and what you're supposed to do on a job, and most of all, showing me how to respect myself in the workplace. In my team, my consultants are a good team. They are hardballs. They actually taught the students in the class of how to be on time, how to make sure that you have your resume whenever you go in front of a consultant, make sure that you have business cards, make sure that you dress right, you're properly approaching an end consultant. And I really would like to thank my teams, the Sensational Six, for giving me that etiquette and that poise to show myself and be confident within myself when I go in front of a room full of consultants as you are, I'm sorry. And from Sunday till now, till today, I really, really enjoyed myself because this was a great experience. This is my first time doing YMTF, and I would love to go and tell other students that they should go to Career Services and sign up for this, because this is a great opportunity to not to only get to know yourself, but to get to know other people outside of your surroundings and in the corporate world. So now that I know that I have actually experienced this whole thing with YMTF, I will be able to go into a workplace and actually show myself appropriate and be poised and be on time and make sure that I have everything within myself and around me established. And if anybody else have anything to say about YMTF or the consultants, I would love for you guys to come up and express your feelings about how YMTF has inspired you, because it has inspired me being my first time. Thank you for this experience and thank you for the opportunity.
Good morning. I would like to talk about my group, the big three. You know, it's 8 of us, but we group number 3. So just think of us like the Miami Heat, winning games, you know. But I will say YMTF has influenced me greatly. I learned a lot being a freshman. I'm very happy that I took this opportunity early, and I have 3 more years to continue to do it and meet even more people. And I thank my group and all the other consultants for coming and taking your time out. The thing about my group that I liked the most was, although we had certain words we had to cover and things like that, when they were presenting, to me, it wasn't scripted. You know, they spoke from the heart, and it felt like they really had the students' interest at heart, and that's really what's important. Most times, we won't react to somebody that's just preaching to us if we don't feel like they actually care about us. So I just want to thank my group for letting it be known that you care about the students, and thank you, all of you, for all that you've done.
Well, my name is Melvin Clayton, and I just want to thank everyone for coming out, to all you all taking time out of your busy schedules to come talk to us, because you all really didn't have to do that, and I really appreciate that. But how's it going? But seriously, all jokes aside, this has been great. I really wish I'm a sophomore, and I really wish I had taken advantage of being a liaison last year, because I learned so much in these last few days that, you know, it's made an impact on my life. And I know that it's done the same for everyone in this room. And I really hate to see you all leave, because I just hate, like, being in programs like this. You know, when you leave, you know, you make friendships and bond with people. And I look forward to staying in contact with all my group members, my consultants, because you all are excellent. And you all keep coming back. Please keep coming back. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Jasmine Garner, and I'm from Group 10. And this on behalf of me and Pearl Clark. I especially like YMTF in my group this year, because my group got personal. They were professional, but they got personal. They pulled us to the side and let us know when we needed to do things right. Kevin helped me on my diction and punctuation a lot when he made me speak. He didn't make me speak, but when he allowed me to speak in front of students when we went off campus. Serena is not with us, but she also critiqued us on how to email and consultant. Send one email. If they don't reply within a week, then follow up. Don't send you 5 and 6 in your inbox. And Mr. Bowers, he taught us how to use our discipline, because, you know, he was a trooper, all right? He was a lieutenant, but he was a trooper for a certain amount of years. Retired lieutenant. Well, cop, he wants to say cop. He taught us how to use our discipline and our self-endurance to get to our goals and where we stand. And I would just like to thank everyone for coming, because I'm pretty sure, well, I think I did a really good job with trying to mingle with everyone. I thank you for the great opportunities and the business cards, and I will be sure to be in touch with you guys, so look out for me. Jasmine Garner at yahoo.com as we come.
Good morning. My name is Marquise Carter. I'm a senior here at the university. Ms. Jones, I won't start singing. Ms. Jones has a special song from the students, and we'll share it with you another day. But I just want to take this time to thank each of you. It really means a lot. The major thing I learned every year with the consultants, because when I was a freshman, I didn't attend these programs because I always looked at it as none of them work where I want to work. So what's the point of me going? But when you actually talk with someone, they may work for Kellogg, but their Kellogg may have a friend that works for the company that I want to work for. So you never know. And I always tell the students, never block out someone just because they work for a company that you may not know what it is, or that you may not want to work there. But take that opportunity. Anytime someone is in the professional zone, they can teach you something, because they are, first of all, they're older than you, and then they've been there for so long, and they're not here for nothing. And I just want to thank you for that. And I want to thank Career Services for selecting me and putting me on program, even though me and Miss Cherry didn't get along for a long time. We get along now, and I love these people to death. They keep me up, and I love this university. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Asia Cullen. I was with the great group number 8. We're missing one person today, Mr. Excel Lafayette. He had to get back so he can continue working. But he was one person I can truly say that impacted my life, and he impacted all the other young ladies in my group also. We had great conversations with him. He's a great role model, and as well as the 3 other magnificent ladies in our group. Each of them touched me in different ways. I've actually sort of known Miss Ashley before because I know her husband, and she's just an inspiration to me because she's a successful woman, even though the things she's been through. And Miss Turley, she is the most cheerful person I think I've ever met, and I just hope I can be more like her. And my wonderful consultant, Miss Bowers, is an inspiration to me because she also works at a hospital system, and I think it was like great that I ended up being paired with her because one day I want to become a physician. Just thank each and every one of y'all consultants in here, and y'all have a wonderful week.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I know I've been changed. Y'all know that song. YMTF, this is my first year ever participating, and it has changed me. I've learned so much. I've been in the workplace ever since I was 16 years old and been going to school, and I've learned so many new things. I thought I knew it all, but I don't, according to Miss Cherry. My consultant, Ms. Bobby Sweat, Mr. Alan Shipman, Mr. Stoney Ross, all 3 of those people, even though they come from different places, they shared so much with me, like not having an email address from onehotmama.com or mrstubmuffin.com and all that kind of stuff, because they do get a lot of resumes from those inappropriate email addresses, or to even put your resume on your smartphone so you're always ready to send it. And then Miss Sweat, she's full of diversity, and I think that's really cool. And we learned a lot about her daughter, which she sounds kind of like me, very confident and very go-getter type person. Dr. Ruth, she's very inspirational. Mrs. Bowers, she's very inspirational to me as well. I just learned so much from you guys, and I appreciate you guys coming back to the university and giving us your insight and helping us out. The students really do appreciate you. I appreciate Miss Riley so much. She's like a second mom to me. And that's all. Thank you guys.
I would like to say something too before I get to my part in the program. My team was team number 7, and I really enjoyed my team. We've discussed many things at that table over there. Some I can't repeat, but I really enjoyed my team. It's turned into a little family over there. And this year for me, for some reason, has seemed to be the best year I've had at YMTF. I think it's a combination of me knowing some of the faces here and being comfortable in my skin and talking with other people, to where I've been able to just really enjoy the program and really just accept all the information that's being given to me. And hopefully next year I will enjoy it just as much, and working with Mr. Blakely and Serena and Miss Sabachet at Pamela High, I learned that I kind of like recruiting. It's okay. I just gotta still continue to get comfortable in my own skin and speaking to other people. But now to my recognition of sponsors and guests. We would like to recognize all of our sponsors, starting with the Platinum. It's Kellogg's and Christian's Health. Our gold sponsors are AT&T, Eaton Corporation, USDA, and Walmart and Sam's Club. Our silver sponsors are Tyson Foods, and bronze is Monsanto, Verizon Wireless, and Walgreens. And we'd also like to give a special thanks to all of our guests who helped make this year's YMTF such a success. And we hope to see all of you again next year and in many years to come. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I let us back up a little bit and on the reflections and expressions, do we have any consultants that would like to speak before we move on to the other part of the program?
I tell you what, I love you.
I love you too.
I love you. Good morning. All of you know me. My name is Stoney Ross. I'm here from Joint Munitions Command, and I want to say probably this was my best year for YMTF, truly. One of the great things that happened, I was on a great team, Team 9, the Elite 9. I learned, I really enjoyed going to the high schools this year. We went out to Dalloway, and I tell you what, the young people that we spoke to yesterday were very inspiring. They motivated me to definitely want to come back and do the high school visits again. Ms. Sweat, Mr. Shipman, Marion, AJ, Nakia were such a great team. We supported each other throughout, and the other consultants that have come here, I would challenge you to invite some of your other colleagues or other graduates or non-graduates to participate, because this program has truly grown and evolved, and I've enjoyed it, and it's good to see old friends again and graduates and alumni, and I look forward to coming back again. Thank you.
Just quickly, I'm Bobby Sweat with AT&T, and I have really lost track, Shirley, and I'm going to have to get my years of attendance correct. But this year has been exceptionally great for me as well, because each year coming back, I see the students who were freshmen, sophomores, now they're juniors, seniors, and they're different people because they're much more mature. They're much more comfortable. I've heard several students say, I'm comfortable in my skin. And I think we need to all understand that that's beyond our hue and our gender and ethnicity. But they're just comfortable who they are. And one of the things that I have tried to make the students that I've spoken to this year, and I tell people this all the time, my work is diversity and inclusion. We all have to get some point in our lives where we all are comfortable with our own selves, our own uniqueness. You know why? Because everyone else has already been taken. So where we are. Thank you.
I know, Ms. Cherry, you didn't expect me to get up. Even
I did.
Ms. Cherry gave me a really hard time, but I do appreciate her inviting me back each year. I credit my career, 32-year career with the Army, to UAPB. UAPB made me who I am, and I don't quit giving back. YMTF don't end today for me. For the past 5 years, I'm in charge of a program. We call it the Minority College Relations Program. We have about 23 interns. They start in January. They do 15 weeks. It ends in April. And then we start another 10-week program that starts in June. And being in charge of that program, most of the interns are from UAPB. So the interns is back at Rock Island. They are preparing to end their internship. And at the very end, they have to brief the command in general. And so I continue to work as YMTF, Youth Motivational Task Force with those students. And I don't end there. I go to the Big Brothers Big Sisters program. So I challenge my consultants, friends, to don't stop. Continue your YMTF mission. And UAPB, you will live forever in my heart because you made me who I am. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I think everybody knows who I am, but Velois Bowers, Vice President of Diversity and Inclusion for Christus Health. And I don't think we can end YMTF without thanking Career Services. It's my understanding that because we did such an amazing job in the classrooms, they were inundated with students coming over wanting to sign up with Career Services. So I applaud all of you. But I want us to thank Mrs. Cherry, Ms. McLaughlin, Mrs. Jones, Tracy, Yolanda, the entire Career Services staff, because it's because of them we're able to do what we do in a classroom. I know I want to thank all the consultants and the students, but I really want to thank this staff because they're amazing, absolutely amazing. So, thank you.
Hi, I'm Alan Shipman, Senior Fraud Investigator for Walmart Stores Incorporated. And Ms. Jones and Ms. Cherry, I want to thank you for allowing me to come here to this program. This is my 10th year, and I don't come back because of the pay. But I've heard that the retirement benefits are out of this world. So hopefully I'll receive my reward later on for the efforts that I put in here, as each of you I know will. I gain as much out of this program, I think, as the students. And a lot of the things that I try to impart to the students, I've learned from other people at YMTF. One of the things that I told the students this week was from Mamie Harper. And you'll remember when Mamie Harper came back a few years ago. And she talked about a story that her grandmother, a situation where she was fishing on the riverbank with her grandmother when she was a little girl. And her grandmother picked up a Coke bottle. And she looked at the Coke bottle and she said, "Mamie, there is a life lesson written on this Coke bottle." And on the bottle it said, "No deposit, no return." And I asked the students, what does that mean to you? And I think they all get it. And they said, if you don't put anything into it, don't expect to get anything out of it. And that's the situation with us. If we're not putting something into our lives and in the lives of the students, then we shouldn't expect to get anything back. So thank each one of you for taking your time to be here as a part of this great program, YMTF. And I hope to see each one of you back next year. Thank you.
Good morning. I tried to stay in my seat, but I just couldn't hold my peace, so I had to go ahead and get up here. But as a first-year consultant, I want to thank Career Services for inviting me here. I was a student here not long ago, so this is really a full circle experience for me. So I want to say thank you for inviting me here. And as a young professional, while I'm not a student anymore, I see faces in the room of YMTF consultants that were consultants when I was a student. So it is still a learning experience for me, and it is definitely a privilege for me to be able to serve with you now as a consultant, because I feel like I'm making a little bit of headway because of some things that you guys instilled in me when I was here. So thank you for having me here as a consultant. It is a blessing, it is a privilege, and I hope to come back next year.
Good morning. I'm Ann Williams, Director of the Pine Bluff Regional Chamber of Commerce. I just wanted to let you all know how exciting this experience has been for me. Group 6, you are amazing. I have learned as much from you as I hope you have from me. The students in our group, I feel like they're my daughters and my son now. And the classes, the experience was just impeccable. I could see the difference in the students that haven't quite had the touch of UAPB yet, the freshmen. And then when we went into the classes where the seniors were, I could tell that they had that UAPB glow about them because they were articulate, they were strong, they were independent, and I could just see the nurturing that the university had put in them. Thank you so much for allowing me this opportunity. This is my first year. Ms. Cherry, Ms. Jones, Ms. Riley, thank you. Thank you so much. You all know me, all three of you, and you know this is right up my alley. So for that, I say thank you. One of my responsibilities at the Chamber is I'm the Executive Director of Leadership Pine Bluff. So within that, I have two amazing alumni here, and one that is currently enrolled in the class. If you all will please stand, these people whom I'm speaking of. See what I mean? So I just wanted to say thank you so much for this opportunity, and I will be back next year, and the year after that. Mr. Smith, thank you so much for taking time out of your what I know is a busy, busy schedule to be with us. We are just totally, totally in awe of your presence. Thank you so much.
Y'all know I can't be quiet. So good morning. My name is Kevin Blakely with AT&T. Brittany, we remember you, okay? I think I can speak for most of the consultants when I say we like to see the result of our efforts. It's something to be able to see the development. We come back year after year. I've watched a lot of these students grow up. We see the changes, and we can be proud of that. It's something to see the result of the efforts you're putting in, people are actually listening. There's evidence of that over the years, and we appreciate that. Short time, between Sunday to today, we see the evidence in some of the things that we've imparted to the students. I know my people over here, you are so silly. It's really amazing to see that they're excited about it, and you can tell they're paying attention. We were fortunate enough to be one of the groups going to the high schools, and as we try to impart information to the high school students to get them to come to UAPB, it's amazing how our liaisons will get out, these students will get out, and they want to talk. They want to talk to these high school students, and we can just step back and let them do it because they know what they're talking about. They've paid attention to the things that we've said in the classrooms. They've paid attention to the critiques that we've given them about how to make themselves better, and they're ready to share that information. So one day they're going to be consultants as well, and we appreciate that in you. We appreciate you paying attention. Even more so, one of the biggest challenges this year, and Ms. Cherry can definitely attest to this. She told me way back, we've got 16 new consultants. That makes for a lot of work, y'all. That makes for a really, really great amount of work. We were fortunate to have a planning committee that worked very, very diligently. If we could have a planning committee to stand up, I really appreciate everyone knowing who made this. I can do that. These people put a lot of work into making this thing happen, but with 16 new consultants, you have to be real careful because you don't just know what somebody's going to do when they get under fire, when they get in that classroom. I can honestly say I'm really happy with the production that you all have done, what you all have produced, the comments I've heard. I'm proud of it. And the other good thing about having 16 new consultants is I got 16 new friends now. I've got 16 new resources that I have access to. I always love coming back, seeing the same faces. We've made long-term relationships here, but now we've got 16 new ones. We got the bug out there again. We're spreading it further and further. I'm enjoying the comments I'm getting from the new consultants. We appreciate your recommendations, your suggestions, and just your perception of what's going on here, because we're always trying to build it up and do it better. So I want to personally thank all of you for being here. Thank you.
Well, good morning. Well, you know, I am tired, but I am so excited because I had the opportunity to spend so much time with Mr. Smith. So I'm already motivated. We had a great conversation driving in this morning, so I'm motivated and I'm inspired and I'm happy that Shirley Cherry had that opportunity to do that. So if you want this opportunity, you got to move me out of the way, and that's going to be tough. But anyway, this morning I would like to thank all of you. Kevin kind of stole my little thunder when he presented the committee to you, but boy, I love working with the committee that we have. And they are hard workers, and we've been doing this since September, trying to put all of this together, and it came together just so beautiful. I thank all of the consultants who took out their time to be here and to just work and motivate and inspire our students, which you know are dear to me. And so this has been a great time, a great experience, and it's not over yet. When we transition from here, we're expecting none other than Mr. Smith to set us on fire and motivate us and inspire us to keep on keeping on. At this time, as I always do, I forget to get the awards to the panelists. They were in the trunk of my car, so I need to present those at this time. I think I'll start with the most important ones, and that's the sisters. Okay, our sister-to-sister panelists. Okay, first I'll start with, we had one that played a dual role as a panelist and facilitator, Ms. Dolores Bowers. Thank you. All right. Tracy Troutman, is she here?
Thank you, Ms. Chair.
Thank you. Well, you want to hug me?
I'm going to give you a hug, Ms. Chair.
Now. I really don't like taking all these pictures. I tell you all the time, I'm going to be running for president, and I don't want to be on camera too much. Okay. Our next, well, we had Sheila Freeman, which is not here today, so we'll make sure she gets her award. And the next one goes to Veronica Savachet. She's the only one came up here and said, what is it?
Yeah, they do kind of favor,
Okay, on our brother-to-brother panelist, trying to remember who was on there. Lee Allen. I think you want us to step out. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Who else is on there? XL Lafayette is not here, right? Okay. Oh. And Benny Bowers.
All right.
Benny has made a request, and I'm going to make sure you take a picture with him.
I made that request.
Somebody did.
I like the suit.
They got the pinstripe work.
Now you can get one with me. Oh, I got a kiss. I got a kiss for Lois. Kevin Blakely, who was the facilitator of. This picture not gonna work.
You are silly.
Okay, and Danny Massey.
I was hoping I could fit through here.
I don't know, you better just come that way. Okay.
Thank you.
And then, I know I called her name for a reason, Dr. Ruth Jones, facilitator of the rap session. I knew you were doing something.
Yeah, I did. Try to work.
Thank you. So did we recognize our co-chairs again today? Because I am so thankful. They keep this program going, and spend long hours and time helping us to make sure that this program is a success. So at this time, I'd like to recognize our co-chairs, which is Dolores Bowers. Again, please stand. Where's Felicia Wiley? Right here. And Kevin Blakely. And although we've already recognized the Office of Career Services, we have a great, wonderful team, because you know we're working without having any clerical support, and we get the job done. And you know how somebody talked about yesterday, you know, you take all of your strengths and you put them together. Well, I'm the organizer and I give instructions. Organizer and instruction. Yolanda Riley has some top-notch skills, computer skills. So we depend on her. Put this together, Yolanda, and she has it to me within a second. Tell me what you want. Also, Ernestine McLaughlin, maybe she's down at the Hyper. She is the coordinator of the program. And I'm going to tell this funny joke. When we interviewed Yolanda to become full-time in our office, And I was in the interview and I asked Yolanda, I don't know what question I asked her. She said, well, you know, I really need the job so I can help Ms. McLaughlin. So Ms. McLaughlin has a beautiful personality, never gets upset, always the same, come in every day, do whatever you ask her to do, so I'd like to recognize her as the coordinator of the program. And then we have Tracy, who has skills as well of putting things together. So we make a great team, but we sure, Mr. Bennett gone, we sure would love to have some clerical support. So I just want to thank the Office of Career Services and also thank Mrs. Mary Jones, who is the director, who allow us to use our creativity to put this type of program together. And we try to keep her down on the other end so we can do it the way we want to do it. But so I really appreciate her as well. Thank you.